Wait a minute. Are we live? No, we're not live. No, I know better than go live. Yeah, that's caused me nothing but problems. What's going on out there, world? It's your boy. Man, nobody ever says that anymore. That needs to be like taken out of the absolute human vernacular. It's your boy. Whatever. I promised y'all a story. It is now, good God, 4:20. Go figure. 4:20 on a Thursday. It is September 26th. And I did promise a story, so I'm gonna go ahead and record this and put it up for the whole world to see, which would be like 4 people. I don't know, but I still haven't left my apartment. Been sitting here watching TV and thinking about everything that I want to record, but I think I'm overthinking at this point. So we're gonna go ahead and leave the apartment. Oh my God, we're gonna leave the apartment. First and foremost, I hate being in front of the camera. So there's going to be a lot of switch back and forth between me talking and between. I've used the word between like 5 times now. Anyway, there's the door. We're going to take a walk, and you're going to walk with me. In the meantime, I'm going to try to be quiet because it's like, again, almost 4:30 in the morning, and I live in an apartment complex, so I'm going to try not to annoy everybody around me. Nope, don't. Home sweet home. And we're walking, and we're walking. And I'm thinking, once I switch this over to another platform, that might actually be one of the titles, like Take a Walk With Me. And the reason you're taking a walk with me is because earlier today, I came back from the gas station, and I don't know, sometimes people just don't know where they are, or they just don't care. I don't know how else to put that. Like, sometimes people just park themselves literally somewhere where it's an inconvenience and actually a safety hazard to other people. So this is why I'm walking with you. This is why we're taking a walk. This is my apartment complex, and I'm going to try to stay as quiet as I can because I also don't want any cops getting called on me for some fucking weirdo walking around at night recording stuff. But we'll take that risk. Anyway, earlier today, I went to the gas station. I went to Dollar General to pick up toilet paper, but Dollar General was closed down because they apparently had a system failure. So I go all the way up there to grab toilet paper because we weren't planning ahead. And we got down to the last roll of toilet paper, and I'm like, damn, we're out of toilet paper. I gotta run up to the store. So I'm like, all right, it's right around the corner. If you go that way about 2 minutes and turn right, it's right up there. So I go up that way, and Dollar General is closed, right? Sign on the door says, we're closed. I need some better shots here. I don't know. You guys want to see some bushes? There's some bushes. But I come back from the gas station and Dollar General because Dollar General is closed. I had to buy the cheap gas station toilet paper because I didn't feel like swinging all the way around the corner to go to the grocery store to buy like actual real toilet paper. And by the way, the toilet paper I picked up said it was heavenly soft. And if that's what heaven feels like, man, I don't want to go to heaven because that was single ply toilet paper. Maybe I should turn the camera around while I'm shit. There you go. Is that a better view? I don't know. You tell me. So anyway, I'm coming back from the gas station, picking up my cheap ass toilet paper. And now I gotta swap the camera again. That's the angle coming in to where we live. And if I turn around, you come all the way down this straight stretch with a couple of speed bumps. And then this is where I turn left to get into our parking spot right in front of our building, right? So as I'm turning left, right here where all these water spots are, there's a car parked right here. Now, obviously, you know, I know, if you look at the parking situation, like we got people parked over there, we got people parked over there, but there's a car parked right here. And this happens on a regular basis. There's normally a truck parked right here at least 2-3 times a week because apparently they're special. They just get to park here because, I don't know, fuck the rules. I apologize for my language, but then again, I don't. But anyway, I'm coming in from Dollar General or the gas station, whatever, and I go to pull around to this left, and I almost hit this car because this car's sitting right here, right where you turn left. And I'm like, what the hell? So I swerve around the car, which, again, coming this way. I got to swerve into the oncoming lane. If there was somebody coming out this way toward me, I would hit them head on. And coming from this direction, this way, if I wouldn't have been paying attention, I would have hit that car right there. So either way, I'm like, whatever. I'm trying to do a reenactment, but, you know, I'm not feeling like running. We could run. You want me to run? Here, let's do a reenactment. Whoa! That's really not accurate, but that's pretty much what happened. So I pull up right over here, and I hit the brakes, and there's a woman in the car just sitting there with her phone. Right here. And I roll the window down, and I just looked at her. I'm like, that's not a fucking parking spot. And then I cruised on. Now, in the meantime, I have my Bluetooth connected to the car, and Tool, the band, rock band, metal band, whatever you want to call them. And if you know anything about Tool, most of their songs are like 10 to 12 minutes long. So before I even ran into any of all this, I was thinking, man, I really want to listen to this whole song. So Tool comes on. This woman's in my way. I almost hit her on the way in. I roll up next to her. I tell her it's not a fucking parking spot. And I just drive all the way up here, which I'm going to have to be careful because I'm not about to put people's license plates any more than I already probably have on this video. But I pull all the way up here to where that middle truck is, the one facing me right now. And guess who follows me all the way up? This woman that was sitting in a spot that I called her out on, and she followed me all the way up here. So she parks right next to me, and she rolls down her window and starts shouting something at me. And it was a beautiful moment. I really can't lie. It was an absolutely beautiful moment because I sat right there, looked across the passenger side, and I was like, my music's cranked. I can't hear you. And then I rolled the passenger side window up. It was a beautiful moment. And it all happened without me even really thinking about it. And then she sat there and waited for me to get out of the car. Now, I don't know how much, and I gotta be quiet because I'm going back up the stairs again. Dum, dum, dum. We're still taking a walk. Hey, y'all want to see my spider? Focus. There we go. That's my spider. Mama spider still got 2 egg sacs in the window. Still going strong. Go, mama, go. Anyway, we're gonna go back inside now where we can make more noise. So this woman proceeds to sit next to me in a parking spot waiting for me to get out of the car. Now, I don't know how much you know about North Carolina or other open carry states, but one of the things I was told when I moved down here is Cleveland behavior can get you shot down here. Like, I'm originally from the Cleveland area in Ohio, and when you get pissed off at somebody in traffic, you lay on your horn. I mean, it's your way to say to everybody in traffic. However, when I moved down here, I learned from the advice of a couple of friends, coworkers, or whatever. Sorry, I got a burp. Uh, I learned that you can't do that down here. Like, it's not advisable. People will get out of their cars if you lay on the horn at them at a traffic light, or if you cut them off, they cut you off, whatever. People down here have guns in their cars. That is not necessarily an encouraging thought when you lose your temper in traffic. So I'm sitting in the car, and again, I'll get to the point with the Tool song because that does actually have a lot to do with what happened today. It was just very coincidental and very, very convenient, to be honest. I wanted to listen to the whole song anyway. But so this woman that I yelled at follows me to my parking spot, parks next to me, tries to yell at me. I already had the system cranked, and I just rolled up the passenger side window and I said, "I'm sorry, ma'am. I can't hear you." And I rolled up the window, which I thought was pretty goddamn funny. When you get a moment like that, you got to take advantage of it. And that's exactly what I did. So she continued to sit there next to me and wait for me to get out of the car. And this is where the whole Tool part comes in. Those songs are like 10 to 12 minutes apiece. And I wanted to listen to the whole song anyway. So I'm just like, you just gave me the excuse I needed. And now it's even more entertaining because I get to listen to the whole song and I get to watch you get more pissed off. It's a win-win situation. So here I am jamming with the radio cranked, windows up, and I'm drumming on the steering wheel and not paying her a damn bit of attention. And she's getting more and more visibly frustrated. Like, I could tell she was getting angry, but I wouldn't even look to my right to see her. Like, I'm just sitting there drumming along on the steering wheel, listening to my song, jamming out. And she finally backed up. And I'm like, all right, you lost your patience. You're going to go off and be mad at somebody else. You'll probably go to the local gas station and yell at somebody. I don't know. Whatever the hell you're going to do. Doesn't matter to me. At this point, I'm still completely calm and collected. I'm feeling good. And I'm listening to Tool, and I don't give a damn about whatever she's about to do. So she backs her car out and blocks me into the parking spot. Like, well, I'm already home, so I wasn't going anywhere anyway. And like, whatever. And then she sits there for about the next 3 minutes and waits for me to get out of the car. Like, I'm watching her in the mirror and I'm still jamming out to Tool. Whatever. So then she pulls out, pulls around, circles the parking lot twice, waiting for me to get out of the car. Then she goes into the parking spots over in the next building and sits there and watches me, waiting for me to get out of the car. Meanwhile, there's still 4 minutes left on this Tool song. And like, ma'am, you have obviously picked the wrong song to make a point, because I still got like 4.5 minutes before I'm getting out of the car. Like, I wanted to listen to this song anyway. Now you gave me a reason. So I'm just sitting there. And I can just see her from about 200 feet away getting more and more angry. And I I just didn't care. I really didn't. Didn't give a damn about the whole situation. I'm drumming on the steering wheel. Excuse me again. I'm sitting there keeping an eye on her just to make sure she's not going to go completely psycho mode, which is an entirely large possibility down here. Some people freak out, get out of their cars, and again, with it being an open carry state, it's not wise to pick a fight in a car down here. Like, some people will actually get out of their car with a gun. Not saying they're going to shoot you, but they will threaten you. But she just sat there and watched me. And then it became a challenge for me, like, who's going to leave first? Like, is the song going to end? Am I going to have to get out of the car? Or is she going to get up and leave? Give up and leave. Whatever. But I just sat there and watched this woman watch me. Absolutely ridiculous, man. But in the end, it was beautiful because I won. By the time the song was over, she gave up and drove off. And in the meantime, like, the whole time she was sitting there, she was making phone calls. Like, I'm pretty sure she took pictures of the car's plates. And I don't know what the hell you're planning on doing with those, because I actually live here. And this all originated from her being parked somewhere where she shouldn't have been and could have caused an accident. And everything started with me yelling at her out of the passenger side of the car saying, "This isn't a fucking parking spot." And her following me to try to make a point. So all in all, if you break that down into the basics, I wanted to listen to a Tool song, but it was like 10 minutes long. I found a whole bunch of reasons to sit in the car and just jam out for like 10 minutes while this woman was losing her mind because she couldn't yell at me. Again, like, when she parked next to me, I rolled up the windows. I'm like, "Sorry, ma'am, I can't hear you." And then I rolled up the window. It was a beautiful moment. Now, going all the way back to something that I said earlier, the song that I was listening to was Tool. Obviously, I've mentioned the band name over and over again. But the song that I was listening to was The Pot, which is a whole song about the pot calling the kettle black. The opening words to that song are, "Who are you to wave your fingers at me? You must be out your head." And for this woman to pull up on me and try to scream at me at the exact same time that I really didn't give a shit. With that song playing, the irony was just amazing. So, if you don't understand the reference, go look up the song. It's called The Pot by Tool. It's not called the Pot by Tool. It's Tool, and the song is called The Pot, just to clarify. But for all my metalheads, for all my rockers, for everybody that knows Tool, you understand. For anybody that doesn't, go listen to just like the first 45 seconds of the song. And imagine having somebody pull up on you trying to make a point because they were being an asshole in traffic, and having that song playing and just being able to have that moment where I don't care. I'm actually more concerned about the song that's playing on the stereo, on the car radio, through my Spotify. It was a definite moment where I was just like, whoa, man, you don't get these moments often. She pulled up on me to make a point, and I made sure that she knew that her point was not going to be heard. And that's goddamn perfect. Who are you to wave your finger? You must be out your head. So that's the story. Um, I'm going to try to perfect this shit. As an additional note, I am really working on getting some of these stories down into a better platform because Facebook has definitely repeated the fact that they hate me. But for now, this is going up on Facebook. I might throw it up on my YouTube channel, and I might actually be working toward progressing that. But man, be careful who you wave your finger at. And also be careful how you react. Because some people, they're just waiting for an excuse. That woman could have easily just completely flipped out. I could have actually been in a life and death situation there. She could have gotten out of her car and just gone completely ballistic. And I don't know. I've dealt with people like that before, so I'm not really afraid of that situation. Maybe I should be. I don't know. She definitely did wait for me to get out of the car and then eventually just ran out of patience and left. Who knows? Maybe she'll come back and like key the car or whatever. I don't know. But it was a grand moment, y'all. I actually got to just sit there and make somebody feel stupid. And I watched them be stupid. So I guess in the end, don't be stupid. And if you're stupid enough, stick around. I am actually trying to make this a better thing. At least weekly posts, podcasts, whatever. I am actually working with a couple of people. I'm looking at some brighter things for the new year. And I only got like 2 months to make that happen. But if you're watching this and you made it all the way in, thanks for watching and keep in touch. I'm really trying to work on making work. What the hell did I just say? See, that's why I need an editor. I'm really trying to work on making this a regular thing and making it a bigger thing. And I don't know. I'll keep you all posted. But leave me some messages. Tell me what you think. Isn't that what they do on YouTube? Holler at your boy. Hell if I know. I don't know how to do this. I'm still playing records on my fucking... Oh, shit. I'm not allowed to say that. Whatever. It is now 4:45, and I think I should stop recording. So if you watch this from beginning to end, if you got anything to say about it, if you want to keep in contact with me as far as what I'm going to be doing in the future, hell, Good luck to all of us. As always, I'm Dave Diggity. I love you all. And get the hell off my lawn.